Hello my beauty queens, welcome back to my channel. Happy fall. So in today's video I want to come to you and I just want to go through some fall palettes that I want to utilize this fall. I want to remind you guys, you might have to break them out, dust them off. Yeah, but we need to bring out some of our old palettes and utilize some of our old palettes that we have. And I got my tooth fixed, you guys. All right, enough about that. They had an open, well, it ain't enough about that. They had an opening this morning, so I was able to go first thing this morning before I went to work, and I took it. But anywho, back to these fall palettes. So I have Natasha Denona, I have Urban Decay, Huda Beauty, Pat McGrath. So I have different, different price range palettes, different palettes. So yeah, you guys, let me know if you have any of these palettes. Like I said, I'm here to help you, help me, help you. So we don't forget about the palettes that we once loved, or the palettes that we forgot we had, or the palettes that we put on the back burner because we didn't purchase so many new palettes. Now, let's begin. All right, so first I'm gonna start off with my Natasha Denona palette. And I've tried to wipe my palettes off before I start because I had to take them out the drawer, find them, take them out the drawer. But yeah, so I'm trying, you guys, but whatever. So this is the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. We all know I love this palette. I try to do like a fall palette every year, and this one gonna be in my fall palettes until it can't be in there no more. But you know this, I don't want to blind you. So you know this palette is gorgeous right here. I always think this palette right here scream fall. Like, look at this palette. How beautiful is this palette? I love the size of the palette. I just love this palette. I love the colors. So yeah, I will be using my Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. Mid-size palette. I love her mid-size. Another one by Natasha Denona that I'm wiping off, you guys, because I tried to wipe them off. They didn't dry, and then I just stacked them on top of each other. All right, so another palette that I want to utilize this fall is the Natasha Denona Neutral Bible palette. And this, what this palette looks like this. Look how pretty this palette is. You guys, you're going to have to excuse that black, because when I got it, it had fell out. That was the color spot. It had fell out, but I was able to press it back in, so that's why it don't look as pretty and nice as the other ones. But yeah, I really like this palette, and I will be utilizing this palette for fall. Moving right along, I have the Natasha Denona Bronze palette. Now, how beautiful is this palette? This palette as well screams fall. Like, all the palettes I'm showing you is for fall, but some of them just scream fall. So yeah, this right here. So this one right here screams fall, Natasha Denona Bronze palette. You guys let me know if you have this. If you have it, break it out. I feel like this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful palette. And yeah, this is a lovely palette. I don't know if you can still get this one. You probably can. I'm not sure. I can't remember, you guys. But if you can get it and don't have it, I think this is a nice palette to have. And I rarely tell you to buy things because I don't like to promote spending money. But I really do enjoy using this Natasha Denona Bronze palette, and I will be breaking it out for fall. Moving right along, another Natasha Denona palette. I have quite a few palettes, so 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 4th Natasha Denona palette, and I got 3 more that I'm going to show you. So Natasha Denona Retro palette, and that's what this looks like right here. I love her mid-size palettes. These are so nice, and they just the right size, not too big, not too small. So yeah, this is the Retro palette by Natasha Denona. Moving right along, I'm wiping this one off. Sorry, you guys, it's a dog barking outside my window. I don't know. It might be a little one. You know them little ones be going off. Okay, so this palette right here is the Natasha Denona Glam palette. And that's what this looks like right here. I really love this palette. It's a cool tone palette. I don't own too many cool tone palettes, so I'm super happy to have this in my collection, a Natasha Denona Glam palette, and I'm super happy to pull this out for fall. So let me know, you guys, any of these palettes that you have that I'm showing you. Make sure you pull these bad boys out. There's some nice palettes, and we need to use them. And it's fall, it's fall, it's fall. Even though it don't feel like fall yet, but it's fall. All right, so my last 2 by Natasha Denona is her big palettes, and this is her 28 pan, And I labeled this one. So this one is the purple and blue palette. And this is what it looks like right here. White pleather. And then these are the colors right here. So how pretty is this? I feel like this is a nice fall palette as well. As you see, I have used it. I need to start using these two rows a little more because you see I used the heck out of that side. I need to start doing something with this side right here. Natasha Denona purple blue palette. And then last but not least by Natasha Denona is her 28 pan green brown palette. And that's what this looks like right here. It's messy because I be doing my makeup. I don't be playing. So here, this one, the Natasha Denona right here. 28 pan palette. Let me know if you guys tried these palettes. I really like them. Like the colors are very nice. And I feel like this one is a very pretty fall palette as well. So you guys, if you have any of these Natasha Denona palettes that I showed you, make sure that you break them out so you could get some use out of them. So now I'm going to put these down so I can get my next. Oh, I can put them right here. So the next palettes I'm going to talk about is my Pat McGrath palettes. Put everything on there so nothing fall. So the next one I'm going to talk about is my Pat McGrath palette. And this is the Pat McGrath Labs Mothership. What is this? Is this Midnight Sun? And that's what this looks like right here. We already know Mother Pat don't play. Her packaging is on point. I could save so much space if I just threw these boxes away, but the art is so beautiful, I don't want to throw it away. So right here, Midnight Sun by Pat McGrath. You guys, if you have this one, this is a great one as well to pull out for the fall. And you know, some people just use their palettes all year round, but me being a makeup junkie and having so many palettes, I don't go toward the season, but like when the season come, I try to pull out them particular palettes so I can get more use out of them, if you know what I'm saying. But I will throw a summer palette in there, an Amarizi palette or something, if the damn, if it don't get cold for me to wear scarves and Uggs, then I'm gonna have to reevaluate these palettes. But anywho, right here, this is the Midnight Sun. Make sure you break that out if you have it. Well, I can't say more about Pat McGrath packaging. It's just so beautiful. The artwork on here is just so pretty. Whoever does this and come up with this, they does an amazing job. So another palette that I wanted to talk about from Pat McGrath is the Mothership Mega Celestial Odyssey palette. And that's what this looks like right here. And even though this is hard cardboard, this is still a nice palette. It's sturdy. Have her logo on the front right there, you guys. So if you have this one, make sure you bring it out. And that's with the colors right here. I think this is a very beautiful palette for fall as well. The Celestial Odyssey palette, Pat McGrath. The last one by Pat McGrath that I want to show you, and I'm only showing you because like I said, I love makeup, so I have a lot of palettes. So I'm only showing you the regular size and mid-size palettes or whatever. If you want to see like quads or smaller palettes, travel-friendly palettes, even though you can travel with these if you want. But if you want to see smaller size palettes for the fall or whatever, just leave a comment down below and I can make that happen. All right, so this is another palette right here by Pat McGrath. Once again, beautiful artwork. This one is the Mothership 10 Moonlit Seduction. And I think this is a very pretty one right here for fall as well. So yeah, you guys let me know. Let me know. I hope you're taking notes, because I'm not saying go run out and buy these palettes. Well, I did say that about the Natasha Denona bronze palette if you could get it. But I'm not saying go out and buy these palettes. I'm saying if you have them, we need to utilize them, dust them off, you know, get our money's worth. All right, so now I'm going to move to this section right here. All right. So I'm going to move these over. Like I said, you guys, I have quite a lot of palettes, so I couldn't decide. I'll put these over here because I don't want them to drop. I couldn't decide which ones. So these right here are some old school palettes, so you might have to break them out and dust them off. So first palette I'm going to talk about is the Urban Decay Cherry palette. I used to love this palette. I haven't used this palette in a while, and then when I was going through my palettes, I saw this. You don't get too many different looks with this palette. I mean, you can get a few, but not too many. But it does scream fall. And all the looks I feel like that you get with this palette is pretty and nice and wearable. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have this. I know a lot of people had this because it was like the rave, the Naked Urban Decay Cherry Palette. Let me know if you guys have this. Leave a comment down below on any of these palettes. Let me know if you have them. Let me know if you gave them away. Yeah, just let your girl know. I'd love to hear from you. All right, so yeah, this is the Cherry Palette. The next palette by Urban Decay is the Naked Heat Palette. I used to go crazy over this palette as well. I feel like this screams fall. I haven't used this in a while, so I will be breaking this out. And if you guys want me to do some looks with some of these fall palettes that I'm showing you, leave that down below too. I can make that happen. All right, so that's it with the Urban Decay. So the next three I have by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Okay, so this first palette right here is, I went crazy for this palette. I had to have it. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackie Aina palette. And oh my God, look at these colors. These colors are so beautiful. I put it in my drawer and I haven't used it in a while. So I will be breaking this out. These colors is very, very beautiful and very pigmented and very deep skin friendly, you guys. So if you have this Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackie Aina palette, you need to break it out. Another palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, a oldie but a goodie, is the Soft Glam palette right here. Yeah, you guys, I told you, I went in my drawers. I took my time. I went palette through palette through palette through palette, seeing what palettes I need to use for the fall. So this is the Soft Glam Anastasia palette, and that's what this looks like right here. You guys remember the rave about this. So yeah, I really, really enjoy this palette, so I will be breaking this out for fall. If you guys have it, break out that Soft Glam. Okay, so last but damn for sure, not least, is the Subculture Anastasia palette. Oh my goodness, you guys, when this first came out, I was like, I couldn't remember. I mean, I could remember. I didn't know if I wanted to get this palette or not because I was hearing the formula wasn't that good. Then I heard they reformulated the formula, you guys. So I ended up getting it, make a long story short, and this is a beautiful palette. I love this Subculture palette. The colors are pretty. I feel like this is another one that screams fall. Like, just screams fall to me. If you guys have this palette, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have the old formula. Let me know if you have the reformulated formula. But I don't know. Whichever one I had, because I didn't try the very first one that came out, so I don't know if mine reformulated or not. But I really do love this palette, the Subculture palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. All right, enough about those. I have a few more of my beauty queens, and then I'm going to let you go. I'm just trying to put these right because I'm going to cry if I drop them. All right, so I have a few more. Ah, no. See? And, oh, it didn't drop. I mean, only one fell. Did it break? Oh, my God. A little bit because I got hardwood force. Okay, so I have a couple by Too Faced, one by Milk, one by Charlotte Tilbury. Oh, I had another Urban Decay one right here, a Sephora and a Huda Beauty. Okay, so since I already did Urban Decay and I forgot this one, this is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. And you guys, how nice is this palette? I feel like it screams fall. I feel like you can travel with this palette. I like it. It's very nice, very sturdy. Yeah, and I just feel like this is a nice travel-friendly palette. And it's an old palette, so if you have this, break it out, dust this baby off, and use it. You guys, this palette is a beautiful palette. I know we, like I said, buy so many palettes and then forget about palettes we have. But yeah, this Urban Decay Born to Run, I was going to say Born This Way. Born to Run palette is very nice. All right, so then I have two from the Too Faced collection, the gingerbread. Now, I didn't purchase the gingerbread eyeshadows from this year. I mean, the gingerbread palettes from, I'm getting confused. Palettes from this year. But these is from like a couple years ago. And I feel like these is similar enough to where I don't have to get them. So this is the Too Faced Gingerbread Extra Spicy. That's what the packaging look like. Very pretty. I really love this packaging. We already know this screams fall. This is what the color in a little mirror is so cute. Got the little gingerbreads right here. And then these are the colors right here. And the Extra Spicy Gingerbread palette. You guys, let me know if you purchased this one or let me know if you got this year's. but let your girl know. But I was looking over the palettes, and they all pretty much similar. They're not too far off. And then this is the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice palette. And that's what this looks like right here. So this is the Spice palette. And then this is the Extra Spice palette. So see what I'm saying? Like, you could probably get some same looks with these palettes. I mean, you could get some different looks as well, but you can get the same looks. So this one right here is Extra Spicy, and this one is Gingerbread Spice. So let me know if you picked these up, or let me know if you picked up the other ones. But I really like this packaging, but I didn't feel the need to like I needed to have any more of these unless they come out with a really, really different color story. All right, moving along. I have one from Huda Beauty, Desert Dusk. I used to love this palette right here. I love the packaging. I love the way she look on this packaging. And then here are the colors. This is another one that screams fall to me, and I didn't have this one for quite a while. The Huda Beauty Desert, what is it? The Desert, okay, the Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette. Let me know if you have this out, and if you do, dust it off and break it out. Dust yourself off and try again. Try again. All right, so this right here. And then I have 1, 2, 4 more, and then I'm going to let my Beauty Queens go. Another one that I want to utilize in this fall, I think I only use this maybe once, and this is the Smoke Sessions Milk Palette. And that's what this looks like right here. And I only used this palette one time. I purchased it, and then I don't know, I just used it one time and that was it. But this, I feel like this palette screams fall to me as well. So if you have the Milked Smoke Sessions palette, break this bad boy out. It's very pretty, very fall-like. Yeah, so let your girl know. Let your girl know. And too, yeah, if you guys, you know, you can send me some pictures and looks and everything. You guys, I'm down, because I'm looking at this palette. I'm pretty sure I can make some looks with it, but it is a little intimidating. But yeah, I am going to do a look with this palette. If you guys want me to do one for YouTube, just let me know and I'll make that happen. Another palette that I'm going to enjoy this fall is by Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize, and that's what this one looks like right here. Very pretty packaging. These are the colors right here. I feel like these spring fall. I like them like greenish browns right here. I like this like burnt reddish orange. Yeah, these are some pretty nice colors, so I will be utilizing this palette. And I haven't used this palette in a while, so I will be excited to use this palette. All these palettes I really haven't used in a while. Okay, and then my last two, and then I'm gonna let my Beauty Queens go. Okay, this palette right here, this Tati palette volume 1. I don't know if she came out with a volume 2 yet. I don't know. I haven't looked into it, but this volume 1 is I've been loving this palette. Like, oh my God, I use this all the time. Like, now this is a palette that I use a lot. It's a little glittery, but I use this one a lot. But as you can see, this is very pretty for fall. I really love these. But I use this whenever I feel like it. Whenever I want some sparkly glitter, you know, eyes, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, this Tati Beauty Volume 1 palette. I really love this palette. I didn't even think I was going to love it as much as I did, because some people were saying how, you know, the glitter is too heavy or it fall off or get in their eye or whatever. But for me, when I use a glitter glue or, you know, a tacky base, is all good. So yeah, this is the Tati Beauty Volume 1 palette, which I love, and I'm super happy that I got, because at first I wasn't going to get it, but I'm super happy that I got it. Last but not least is the Sephora Pro Warm Pigment Palette. Now, I had this palette for a while. I only used it maybe a couple times, and that's what this looks like right here, the Sephora Warm Palette. And these are the colors right here. How pretty is this? How pretty is this? How pretty is this? I think this is very nice. Neutral, warm, nice for fall. All the different kind of browns and oranges and golds and stuff like that. Then you got your black. So you let your girl know if you try any other Sephora Pro palettes. I forget how many they had, because like I said, I had this for a while. But this is the Sephora Pro Pigment Palette right here. All right, my Beauty Queens, that concludes my fall eyeshadow palette video. If you guys have any suggestions of any palettes that you feel like I left out that'll be great from fall, please leave a please leave a comment down below. It'd be greatly appreciated. Please, if I showed you any of these palettes and you forgot you had them, please dust them babies off, break them out and use them so we can utilize these palettes and so we don't waste our money. And yeah, until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell, check out my YouTube community tab and all my other social sites. Stay safe, stay well. Kisses. Peace out.